Today marks my 18-month anniversary moving to the Bay Area from Portland. I was just home for the holidays in Portland last week, and if I'm honest, there's a lot that I miss about Portland that's very different here. I really understand why people are leaving California and coming up to Portland in droves. There's a few reasons, things I've noticed. The Bay is intense. There's just so many more people here, and with that comes so much more traffic. It's really hard to get around. Not to be a negative Nancy, but that's so far my least favorite part about living down here. Everything, it's not really more spread out, but it feels so much more spread out. If I want to go 15 miles, it can take upwards of an hour and a half at sometimes. And because everything feels so spread out, I kind of feel a little more isolated here in a way. You know, it's up to me. I can always make the effort and go find someone to hang out with, but it feels like a whole lot more work. Not to mention in Portland, I had a whole lot more connections from college, and I grew up in Oregon and just was a lot more rooted there. And it goes without saying that it's just way more expensive here. The cost of living is so much higher. And I find myself questioning, what is it that why do people want to live here? What is everyone paying so much for? You know, and I look at Portland and it's a lot more affordable and so much more accessible. So, you're wondering, why not move back to Portland? Well, I'll tell you, it's because there's one core reason. There's a lot of reasons, but there's one core one, and that is adventure, the hero's journey. You know what I mean? So, I love this concept of looking at my life through the lens of the hero's journey. I so connect with any story or movie that talks about that, which is most stories have the hero's journey on some level, and I think that's why we connect so well with it. I love thinking about my life is actually a hero's journey, and I believe deep down in my heart that that's how life works, is that life actually provides this sort of hero's journey for your growth. There's like some sort of intelligence that guides us, and that's exactly what has led me here, is a guidance. So on paper, if I decided to be more comfortable, fuck yeah, I'd live in Portland. It's way more comfortable. But I'm not here for comfort, and I'm here for adventure. It's not more daily adventure, but if I look back for the last 18 years, what's changed is that I grew in ways that I never would have grown in Portland. Spiritually, emotionally, the school that I've been going to, I've had such deep foundational emotional work and transformation that it's changed me forever. And that I'm, for example, just such less anxiety and depression and being able to deal with my emotions and not having them like running the show. Not only that, but finding like what my core passion and wanting to do is, and like crafting that more, which happens to be video and messaging and stuff. And it's forced me to make social connections with types of people that I probably never would have met in Portland. I would have been comfortable with my friend group living that way. The list goes on and on as far as like shifts and changes and stuff. So really when it comes down to it, it's like, do I want to be comfortable or do I want to follow life's guidance? And life guided me here. It was a big risk to take that and move here. And I said yes, and now I'm just rolling with it. And because of that perspective, I don't feel like this is my home forever. I don't feel like I'm stuck here, and I don't look at it as like, oh, I'm in traffic. Like, I mean, every once in a while I do, but like, I don't look at it like that. I look at that I'm here for some reason, and that I'm gonna be here until that part of the journey is complete, and then I'll probably move on. That's the feeling I have. And so that's what keeps me here. So I hope this little story helps you in a little way of like, God, what is the lesson here? So yeah, here's the lesson. The point of all this is to ask yourself, are you living for comfort or are you living for adventure and your journey and growth? Because yeah, it was not easy. 6 months of like going broke pretty much moving here and like not having a job or not knowing what I was doing and like massive like depression and all this stuff and still dealing with health consequences. And that's my message, is to ask yourself if you're living for comfort or you're living for growth / adventure / your hero's journey. Start saying yes to that if that's what you want. That's what I'm here to do. Alrighty, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.